to him, and now he's ready to meet the Oracle. Inside, you're introduced to a wide variety of enemy types and a new gameplay mechanic that allows you to manipulate time. Castor, obsessed with completing his own statues, is cruel enough to kill anyone who stands in his way. He serves as the temple's prophet. When the time manipulation ability is used, all structures begin to decay. Doors that couldn't be opened before become fragile and can shatter completely. It's a skill you'll frequently use to solve puzzles, collect hidden items, and reach the Oracle's chamber. Throughout the game, you gain the powers of 3 gods, and later, Hades joins them. With the power-up you receive by plunging your blade into the ground, you can summon souls from the underworld. When Kratos reaches the hourglass scene you just saw and shatters the glass, the platform descends. There, an old man greets him and tells him that he must offer a worthy sacrifice in order to meet the Oracle. In response, Kratos says, "I came to see the Oracle, and I offer no tribute," and walks right past the guard. At that moment, the man draws power from his amulet and, along with his conjoined twin hidden under his robe, suddenly becomes 40 years younger. This man possesses a far more advanced version of the time manipulation ability you used earlier. He can age all the structures around you, causing you to fall, and he can even demolish the entire temple just to kill you. He teleports around rapidly, but none of these powers can save him. Chronologically, this boss fight is actually the very first boss Kratos ever kills in the entire series. If you look closely, you'll notice that with every hit they take, they momentarily revert to their older forms. After knocking Castor unconscious, it's time to face his conjoined twin. Don't let the small size fool you. This little guy is powerful enough to lift the limp body of his brother into the air using magic. He can fly, teleport, slow down time in specific areas, and even create a protective shield for himself. This tiny conjoined man, named Pollux, realizes, "I can't defeat this man, so at least I'll stop him from reaching the Oracle," and throws the Oracle down into the depths. The battle continues, and after a quick-time event sequence, Kratos tears the surviving twin apart and retrieves the amulet of Ouroboros crystal, which belonged to the Oracle, from the corpse. The relic that serves as the source of Castor and Pollux's power has the ability to reveal the life and death of an object. After telling you this in the game, it doesn't show the wounded body of the Oracle for nothing. Now that Kratos' power to destroy and restore objects has reached a new level, he repairs the platform and reaches the Oracle, only to discover that the relic has no effect on her. Sensing Kratos' conflicted mind and clouded thoughts, the Oracle tells him that to escape this madness, he must defeat those tied to the god of war, those who still hold his chains. She also reveals that Orcos, the one who's been helping Kratos, means no harm, though he too is one of the Furies. Kratos' mind is hazy. He lives in a world of illusions, seeing things that aren't real. So how can he possibly defeat the Furies like this? That's when the Eyes of Truth, located in the Delos Lighthouse, come into play. Find the eyes. They will show you the path to freedom, the Oracle says before taking her final breath. Kratos sets out toward his next destination. On the ship he boards at the harbor, he once again encounters Orcos. When Kratos asks him, "What made you betray your own kind?" the answer he gets is, "You." I haven't covered it in a video yet, but in the very first God of War game, when Kratos loses a battle against the barbarian king, he desperately begs Ares to destroy his enemies, offering his life in return. But think about it. Would a mighty god of war like Ares really grant such a request to just anyone who begs? Of course not. This is where we learn that Kratos was chosen for a reason. Ares had a plan. He wanted to create the perfect warrior to overthrow Zeus. To bring this plan to life, Ares formed a union with Alecto, the queen of the Furies, and thus Orcos was born. Ares had hoped that by combining rage and madness, he would create the ultimate warrior. But Orcos turned out to be a disappointment. Ares disowned him, and it was only thanks to his mother's mercy that Orcos was spared. He was then given the role of the Oathkeeper. However, the unjust suffering that Kratos endured led Orcos to question his own family's actions, and ultimately to betray them. We learn that it was the Oracle who revealed Ares' plan to take over Olympus to Orcos. To ensure Kratos feels indebted to Ares, 3 blood sacrifices